Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. You know, I have to say something. I love this live streaming. I have been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and I just love having reoccurring guests. They're absolutely amazing. I have Ron Knight. You probably recognize him from my previous shows, but there's a reason I keep having him on. It's because he's actually getting work out there, and he's doing extremely well. You're doing very well.
Yes,
But you just said to me, I was asking, we were talking about, business and what's going on. You said, well, I keep a low key. Well, I thought entertainment business, you had to keep a high key.
Well, you do in some ways, but, I don't like to get, how do you say it, overexposed.
Okay.
So I use a concept that Marlon Brando used to use when he...
You make a good choice, Marlon Brando,
yes,
right?
when he used to do movies.
Yeah.
And so did Rod Steiger. They used to do things like that. And that is, they would pick the scripts, and if the script wasn't too good, but on your show you have a very good show, so I choose to come onto your show.
Oh, thank you.
Not everybody do I do that with.
Do that.
No, I
so
don't.
that's how you keep a low key, because he doesn't want to be overexposed.
Right, I think that's
overexposure is a hard task.
It's like how can I say it? It's like, I always think when people can really end up singing your songs each and every night, that means you need to change.
That's right. Well, you have to sing a different song every night.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't the singer get sort of, you do a show, say, once a week, and you bring out the same songs every time. Don't you feel like you want to change those around?
Always. I don't have any patience.
You as a person that's singing it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to change that?
All the time. Well, Kimberly will tell you, I really cannot. Once I finish a song and I do a song, I'm always searching for another song.
Another song. You write your own lyrics, right?
Yeah, I do that too as well. Yeah, as well. I write, and plus, there's a lot of songs out there that I love to sing. Yeah.
And what is your favorite out there that has always been already out, but you sing it? You have this choice.
You're right. I have a choice of songs.
What you want to sing.
And one of the best singers that I like to spend time learning their songs is Lou Rawls.
Lou Rawls used to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And a very nice person.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he passed away. And
at a young age.
He was in his 70s, but he did. You're right. Yeah, but it's true. I was very good friends with him.
Lou Rawls was absolutely.
And I was very good friends with him.
A very beautiful voice.
Right. You'll never find. Remember that?
That's right. That was the one. Yes.
That was the one. That was his hit. And I was with him when he released that. So
really?
I knew him since I was 19.
So you were very used to his voice, and you loved singing his
songs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several other people I really do like. I like Anita Baker. I think
she's
very good baker. But I'm an old schooler.
He's an old soul, as we call it.
Old school. I love the old school music.
The old school music is excellent.
Yeah, because no one wrote like that.
No.
I mean, today, I'm not saying that that's not applicable to today.
Oh, I think it is actually. Personally, I think it's very. I know they've got all the new songs coming out of the new generation, and they're going on a different. Because we change our music all the time.
Right.
I mean, all over the years, it's changed.
Well, I think look, if I had to listen to someone right now, one of the people I'd say I would do his song or do the songs that he's done, because he's basically copied the old school, and that's Bruno Mars.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
He's just taking the stylistic.
He's kind of the younger generation.
Yeah, but he took the stylistics, the Delphonics.
Yes.
And all of those people, and he just...
he molded it in.
Yeah, he molded it into the music,
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to have a great band for that anyways.
Well, you got to have a big band.
Yeah, you got to have
I love the big bands when the big bands come out. I just love that.
Right.
I think that's so So what's going on with you? You're sort of doing a lot of work and you're low.
I'm at the Sterling Club most of the time.
The Sterling Club.
Yeah, Sterling Club,
Fabulous.
which
That's
is
a very famous club here in Las Vegas.
and it's a very nice club too.
It's a beautiful, it's a very elegant club. It's an expensive club.
Yes.
And you get-
You know, I'm surprised because I don't really want to say that it's expensive. It's expensive for those people who I think kind of live there, who already have the money.
High class then.
Yes.
It's a high class.
It's
club.
high class
It's
because
high class, which is
I-
very nice.
when
You have
we-
to be a member to get
I go
in
there and eat sometimes, right? Kimberly
Yes.
and I go and eat,
Yes.
and I'm surprised
Yeah.
because it's not expensive at all.
Oh really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
it kind of blew my mind up because I thought the first time I'd go there, I'd have a bill,
Good,
say
good,
maybe
good,
80,
good.
100, $80, $100. I ended up leaving out there. I had what you call a
Endive
meatball dish with Caesar salad,
Caesar salad. Yeah.
and the whole thing
It is
cost me $34. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I could not believe it.
That's
It's a
pretty
wonderful club. I think most
It
people.
is a very lovely club. The only
Yeah.
thing you have to be a member, I'll get a member to invite you to come in.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what that
Well,
is.
I'm inviting you for the next one because I got another show coming.
All right, invite me and I'll come up, bring
Yes,
a girlfriend of
you
mine.
come
I'll
up,
come up and
yes.
see you. Absolutely, would love that. I love that.
Mhm.
So you're at Sterling Club. What else?
I'm working on a situation right now that hopefully, I don't really want to say a lot about it right now, but I have made connection with somebody who has a lot of, what do you call it, dinero.
Oh,
And,
dinero. That's money.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot of
And
money.
they're trying to work out at this specific time a contract for me for a concept that I put forward to them.
How wonderful.
And so I'm working on that now. And if that comes through, I do see there's a possible television show that could come out of it, as well as me putting on
This is exciting.
whatever artist I want to put on.
Yes, yes. Whatever artist.
Whatever artist
So
I
you
want.
can choose whatever you like.
Yeah,
Isn't
under
that
this
nice?
under this particular circumstance.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much because it hasn't come to fruition yet,
No.
but I've been offered it.
But you've been offered it.
Yeah,
Oh,
been
how
offered it,
wonderful.
so we gotta
Is this
work it
kind of like a dream come true for you?
Yeah, because this will be something. This is kind of what you work for all the time.
Yeah. You're always working for something. You're always working
Yeah.
for something to get better than where you were before.
Our work has never ended, right?
Yeah, it never ends because you get to where you want and then you say, no, now I want to get to this and then I want to get here. It's a never-ending journey, but I always say one thing. When you're making this journey, enjoy the journey.
That's right.
Don't say, well, I want to get to my destination and forget what you're doing because every day is a journey.
Exactly.
Every day is
Every
different.
day,
and
every
so
day.
enjoy your days and your hours.
And this is kind of the second time that I've actually had this opportunity. I don't know if you remember, what was the name? What was the name of the girl that danced?
Julie Prowse?
No.
Julia Prowse.
She
was
did
famous.
Splash.
I don't-
Delia Shepherd.
Yes.
You remember Delia Shepherd?
Yes.
Well, she and I had a show called Vegas Nights. And the budget went in for about $2.8 million. And if you remember Dimitri,
Yes, sure.
remember Dimitri?
Yes.
Well, Dimitri
Dimitri,
was the director for that show.
Really?
And MGM gave Kimberly all 13 properties. So I had access to Cher, I had access to Rod Stewart. Anybody that was in those properties, I had
You
access.
had access to that.
They were going to fly Delia
Wow, that's
to
pretty cool.
Australia to do the ground.
Because you live in Australia, right?
Well, I'm back and
Back and
forth.
forth, yeah.
But Delia was the one that was chosen to go to Australia, and I was here on the ground, and I had the access to all of
All
those.
this-
Strange thing happened.
Strange things always happen. I hope it was for the
MGM
good.
was going bust under after they built the Aria, if you recall.
I remember, yes.
And Hugh Hefner came in to open up the Playboy Club at the Palms.
Okay, yes.
Because MGM was going into bankruptcy,
Yeah, they were going down.
they squashed our show 2 weeks before it was happening through NBC and Comcast. So this is my second time
So
around
this is
trying to
second
do this,
time
you know.
around.
Yeah,
So
but-
you're
but-
prepared for everything. And
Yeah,
you're
everything
prepared-
is prepared
so,
now, so
yes.
we just gotta try to sell
You've
it.
just got to trust it and you've got to work it.
Yeah, and we
got
gotta
to make
work it.
sure you do the right thing and everything else.
Right.
He's watching up there, you know, to
So
make
far.
sure. So yes, and he's taking care of you for a second time.
Yeah,
So this
you
is
know.
very exciting.
We wake
for
up
you.
and I'm on your show.
There you go. I love it.
You
I
know?
love it. So you've got that coming up, and then you've got the silver. That's amazing. That's right. Now you just brought out a new record, I understand.
Yes,
You've got a new-
this
I've
is
got
called I Love Music.
Yes.
You know, it's called I Love Music. And it's actually a compilation of some of my original material. I put an original instrumental on it called The Chase.
We're always chasing,
Yes.
aren't we?
And
Good
it's an
title.
instrumental, and then the rest of them was songs by other artists that I had done, like Tower of Power
Yeah.
and Barry White,
I
and
love
stuff like
Barry
that. And I'm gonna
White,
give you
yeah.
you have a copy today.
So this is
your copy.
This is my copy. Thank
That's
you
your
so
copy
much.
today.
I love
Just have a
music.
listen.
It's so good because Ron Knight really does love music. So take a look at this and look out for it. Now where can they get this?
All they have to do is go to entertainmentfirst@yahoo.com.
Okay.
They can go to what's the other site? TuneCore. TuneCore.com.
Good.
Yeah, TuneCore.com.
Okay.
I do also have it on. Actually, it's on every platform. It's on every
Yeah,
platform.
because you can go once you go on one platform.
Yeah,
with
they're all
music,
connected.
You can go on all of them. They're all connected.
That's
and,
right,
you
they're all
know,
connected.
It gets out there.
But the easiest way is for email us at entertainmentfirst@yahoo.com.
Absolutely amazing. You've got to look out for Ron Knight. He's absolutely amazing. He's been around quite a long time. I'm not going to say too long because
Yeah.
we don't want to age you.
That's all right. That's all right. It's not happening. That doesn't happen for me.
No.
For some reason now,
Yeah, you're not getting any older, are
Got
you?
that,
I think he's going the other way.
You remember that movie, don't you?
Which one was that?
With Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Yeah, yes.
Don't you remember? He reversed.
He
went
reversed. He
backwards
was older and went back. Well,
And went
I'm
back.
doing the same thing.
into a baby, right?
Yes. Well,
But
I don't
I
know if
think
want a
that's
baby
true.
part.
I personally think that is true, because if you ever watch when a baby comes in,
Well, he's all
they look
wrinkled
like
up.
an old dude. It's like an old dude. He's bald headed. He's only got hair
Well,
around
that's
it.
true. They
When
all
you go
do.
out,
you
it's
get
the same way.
thing. You go out. You know, it's funny.
And you act like a kid.
Yeah, but we all come into the world the same way. We all come in with that one breath.
Mm-hmm.
And we also,
Go
I don't
out.
care how much money you have, I don't care what you have, we all
No.
leave the same way.
That's
So
it.
we're all very equal coming into this world and leaving the world.
Yeah.
I just want to know where I'm going.
Well, you know what? I think it's better that we don't.
But we don't know. Yeah,
We don't know.
Sometimes it's better the things you don't know than the things
That's
you do
right.
know.
You
Sometimes
know,
it's better.
it's probably
that way.
better.
Absolutely
know.
wonderful. Well, you've been amazing, and this is out, so don't forget to look for I Love Music with Ron Knight, absolutely amazing. And you brought out other CDs, haven't you?
Yes, I have other CDs
I still
too.
call them records.
Yeah.
Is that making me
Yeah,
go
record.
old?
You can call it record. I love it.
Yeah, but isn't that making me go... I haven't
They
changed.
know what it is. They know
After
what
all
it is.
these years, I'm still calling them records.
That's right. It's
They
records.
actually are. They are. It's a
Yeah, they're
record, it's
records,
just a
that's right.
tiny one.
That's it. That's
just a
right.
small
And you know
record.
they're still trying to bring back the ones that we knew.
I know they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're coming back.
I
big and
still have
fast.
them.
Do you have them?
Yeah, I still have a, I sold my box of 75, which was the stupidest thing I ever did. I sold a box
A box of them.
of, I'm telling you, a huge
That must have been a time when you needed money, did you?
70, well, I was moving to Australia at the time. And
Oh, so you want to take them all with you?
Yeah, but I regret that I sold
Yeah.
it. But I still have my other 60s and 70s records, you know, and I still have the
He doesn't look that
turntable.
old.
And I have the
You better have
turntable
those.
too as well.
You have the
Yeah, I have the turntable as
So
well.
sometimes you get it all together and
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to the old
Yeah.
records.
Yeah. I got it all, it's all set up in my studio.
Awesome.
So I can, you know, anytime I want to change over,
You can change it
all I
over.
have to do is change over and put on the record.
Well, one night is amazing. A lot of information of what went on, what's going on, and what we're doing today.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you for being my
You're
guest.
still looking good.
I'm trying.
You always-
It takes me a little longer to get ready. It used to
Good.
take me half an hour, whiz around, get it all on. Now
She
it-
doesn't have
like-
to worry. She got that energy level there.
Yeah, I got my energy. That's one cool
There you
thing.
go, baby.
Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe. Absolutely amazing. You can see all the shows there, recent shows, old shows, and everything else. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for watching. My audience is amazing, and I'd just like to thank all of you because actually nothing happens without all of you out there. We'll be right back.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Beautiful. Yes.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world together.
You might recognize this incredible man I have. You might be surprised. Well, now I'm live, right? All right, just made a boo-boo. You might recognize the gentleman I have next to me. He plays at. What's the name of that club you play at?
Well, I play at Ichabod's on Mondays.
Yes. Oh, that's only on Mondays.
Yes. On Monday, and on Wednesday, my spaghettos.
This is Sal
Santiago.
Santiago. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen him perform, and if you haven't, you've got to. You
Thank
just
you.
continue. You never stop. You keep moving.
I don't know why they keep calling me. I mean, what's this? Are you running out of people? What? After all, we're in Las Vegas. We got so many entertainers in here.
We have
But I'm so
a lot
blessed.
of, yes, but there's a lot of entertainers that actually don't fulfill the room. They don't, and also they don't arrive at the right time,
Correct.
and then they leave early, and then they're forever taking a break.
But there's only
But you
one
don't
man
do
band
that.
like I am,
So there's only one Sal. There's only one.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing.
It's a pleasure to be with you, anyhow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
It's
much
amazing. Of
for
course,
having me
we
on the
were
show.
at the other night.
Yes, at the award
We
ceremony.
were with
Yeah.
the awards, and that
Yes.
was also with Luke
Luke
Perry.
Perry, yes, indeed.
Luke Perry was putting this awards on. He couldn't have it done in a theatre, so he used your place where you were,
Yes.
which was absolutely beautiful. And
That was
amazing.
turned out great. You were there on one
I
of
was
the
there,
honorees.
yeah, I
and
got- yes,
it
I
was
got an
fantastic.
award.
Yeah, so many of our good friends, Dana Day was there.
Yes,
Dana.
Dana was there. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So many of us.
So how do you keep busy all the time? Because you said you just not corrected me, but he said he was there on Monday night. So me and
Yes.
your other places.
Definitely, I'm a different other place. Like I told you before, I don't know why they keep calling me, but
So,
I'm blessed
keep
by
the phone
right,
ringing,
to
keep
keep
it
the
ringing.
phone ringing. You know?
Absolutely,
But yes,
absolutely.
I'm so blessed. I'm working different clubs and different. Now that most of the lounges in Las Vegas, they're not quite,
They're not ready yet.
They're not quite ready to open back up again like it used to be. Hopefully they will. I don't know if they will or not. But some of the restaurants in town are taking that opportunity
They
and
are.
doing that,
Yes.
And I'm being very fortunate that, like I said, I'm at Ichabod's on Monday nights. I'm at Spaghetti on Wednesday. And I work at different other venues like Miller's Tavern. I have a beer on Friday. A Big Dogs, which is another venue. Good friend of mine, they own a country and western bar. It's called the Saddles and Spurs.
Oh, Saddles and Spurs, yeah.
I work
I know
there.
Bob, yeah.
I work also
Yeah.
in there. So
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate, and thank goodness that they.
Well, I think
they call me.
you bring he brings kind of a charisma. You kind of make people excited. They sort of, oh, let's get on and dance, or let's do this, or it's like you turn heads. When you get out
I
there and you
hope I do,
perform, yeah, you
yeah.
turn heads. There's a lot of people that play the piano there. They play the piano and that's it. And you don't really look at them on, it's the background music.
Right.
But you're not background
Not
at
at
all.
all, not
no,
at all.
No.
I go to them. I either with my guitar or playing the both.
Yeah, you play all these.
Oh yeah, I got a cymbal between my legs over here, and a little monkey running around with it.
Get out of here.
No,
How many instruments do you
I play several instruments. I play trumpet, harmonica, drums, percussion, piano,
Just a few.
guitar.
I can't even play
just
the
to name
piano.
a few,
I tried playing the piano.
Well, none of them really. If I could, no. But I have a lot of fun, and I hope that the people that come and see me have just a good time as as I am on stage. And I think everything is just. It's about that, get it together, and of course I give them this sense of privacy. We still want to be able to talk at a table and have a good time and enjoy the music, the ambiance,
No, you don't push yourself out there too much, but when people come up and start dancing and everything else and sort of, how long did you play for? You started what, 7?
Well, I started very young. I was 13 years old when I started
13
singing
years,
professional.
At 13?
Yeah, that was Santiago, Chile, where I'm from.
So did you have to earn money to help the family? Or
No,
how
not at
did
all.
that?
That was the rebel in the family, the
Oh,
black
you were the
sheep, if you will.
rebel.
My parents didn't want anything to do with me playing music.
That's okay, because I'm the black sheep too. I'm the only one that left home. I left home. I shouldn't have done anything. I left home when I was 16. So I was gone and I was out and I was doing all this crazy stuff and all the family stayed together. They still are together.
That's
They're
the
still
same
there.
thing with me.
You did the same thing.
My
so-
parents didn't want anything to do with music. Nothing.
Nothing
Their
to
life was
do.
just like was
So
no.
where did
It's
you
no
get
way.
your talent from?
That is just there. Not in my grandmother. She was a school teacher, and she
That's
played a
nothing
little.
to do with singing.
And she played a little piano.
Oh.
But never. I don't think I got my inspiration or anything from her because she never did that at home. But where I
So
think
when you
must have been
started
God
singing,
given
did you realize when you started sort of singing, you were probably 5 years or 6 years
No,
old?
I'll tell you why, because it's a little different. I never started singing until later in my career.
Oh.
I was always a musician first. I was intrigued by the guitar. I was intrigued by drum, by the keyboards, and I was always playing. Singing was the way
Now,
back.
when you started playing the guitar, did that come easy to you? Did you feel like it was kind of a natural
I
talent?
think it came easy because of my interest in it.
Yeah.
I would just try to, just every instrument that I play, I was just like amazed by, what those virtuosos used to do with it.
Yeah.
And just my interest would just,
You hit this
automatically.
thing and this note comes out, you twing this and that note comes
and it was difficult for me because, like I said, my parents not being supportive of this. I
they
didn't
never
I didn't have any instruments at home. growing up.
So you had to.
So, but thank goodness I have a grandmother. The
These
babysit us.
grandmothers always save the day, don't they?
The babysit us, and of course, she had all those instruments in her house against my mother and father's best wishes. And she said, well, if you want to dump a kiss over here in my house, don't tell me what I got to have in my house and not.
So that's where you were
So
able
that
to
was-
go.
I was
So
able
you,
to do
you
my-
kept going over to your grandmother. I hope she lived nearby.
Exactly.
So it's amazing, how everybody has such a different story on how they start,
Yes.
and sort of like some kids could be, they could be driving with their mother and father, and the radio's on, and they start singing, and they're all of a sudden, whoa, wait a second, my kid has a voice.
Right. No, this was totally different.
This was totally different for you.
Don't do that. We don't want you to do that. I got a career pick for you. You're supposed to follow my footsteps. My father being a businessman, and me being the only boy and the
You were
oldest.
the only boy and the eldest.
So yeah.
So
So I
he
mean,
wanted you to
they
follow-
had plans for me, which it wasn't going
You
sync
could be
with
a
mine.
doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be a school teacher,
Exactly,
right? Nothing of what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
So you left
I want to
home.
play music.
That's cool, but you did it what you wanted to do.
Yes, I did. I was fortunate enough.
So
And then, like I said, I did that in Chile. And by the time I was 14 years old, I was recording for RCA with a big group, one of the popular group, a teenage or boy groups you want to call it back then.
You were 14?
I was at the time, I was 14 when I was recording.
Oh,
So,
amazing.
and then my parents immigrated to America in 1969. And that was to me the icing in the
That was-
cake
yes,
because
that
that's
was-
where all my idols came from,
This is what you wanted,
right?
right?
I would say, God, this is great, So I definitely, that's where my career started taking off.
It
and
started taking
for
off.
me, my
Do you
interest.
write your own music, and do you write?
I used to write quite a bit in the early ages, Now I just, because I was absent for the business for about 20 years.
20 years. What happened? You got married?
No, well, I was raising children, and I was
I
raising my
figured
two kids, and I was involved in a lot of real estate deals, that
Yeah,
I'm thinking a little
sure,
forward,
sure,
still
sure.
do. And but I thought I was done with it until about 7 years ago. I don't want to make a long story longer, but
You can make it on. I don't mind. I'm not going anywhere. I'm
but
with you.
I was diagnosed with cancer,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and not only once but twice.
Oh my
you
goodness.
know.
It seems like you've got over it though.
Definitely. So you change your perspective on life.
Yes.
Say, well, your music has been
Been your love.
for the very beginning. And I think maybe it's time to get back into it a little bit, you know.
And enjoy it.
Exactly. And I started getting back into try to polish on my craft, you know, and little by little start adding different things, and you know, and things just started snowballing into
So
bigger
you've
things.
kind of been your own boss.
Pretty much all my life.
All your life, you've been your own boss. That's why he always looks so happy. You're always happy. See, it's always
But you know,
laughing.
life
it's
is
always
such a
happy.
beautiful gift, you know.
Well, you know, I keep saying on my show, my new thing is to enjoy the journey and don't go to the
Very
destination.
true.
Enjoy the journey getting there, because I think that's more important.
You
than
know,
that.
we
Because
never
you're
know
still
what
living. And
we never know what's going to
especially
come next.
you.
Like I said, I was hit with cancer twice.
Yes.
Then I got COVID. Then after
Did
I
you
got
get COVID
yes,
as well?
after being vaccinated. Okay. Then I had a ruptured appendix.
We could
I mean, come on. I mean, what? I got 9 lives here, you know. So something.
This is actually a cat sitting next to
something
me.
is telling me there that I got a reason to be here. And probably,
I think
hopefully that is to
I
keep
think
playing
it's
music
your
and enjoy it.
attitude.
You know.
I think it's your attitude. You're always happy. You acknowledge people that come in, but you
Oh,
remember
I respect
people.
them, and you know, there's so many different people that they can go see, you know,
Yes.
and they choose to come and see me, and I'm so blessed and I'm so humble to have them as friends.
Yeah, it's funny
and
because I was
fans.
with a friend of mine, Pat, and we happened to. She said, Nina, I said, I've never been to this place, and people have recommended me to go. And I said, oh, I really don't want to go there, but I'll go. And then I went and I saw you playing, and that's amazing. And
Thank you. It was so
and
nice
she
to see you
was
there.
Yeah, she was excited as well to be amongst all this whole thing that's going on. So what have we got coming up? Anything?
Well, tonight I'm at Spaghetto, you know, as soon as I leave your show here. Yeah,
Where's
before
the
6:30.
spaghetti? I know where
It's on
that's
Southeastern.
Southeastern.
Yeah, right by the 215 almost.
By the
Beautiful
215.
Italian restaurant. Beautiful.
And what
restaurant,
time do you start there?
6:30. 6:30 to 9:30.
6:30 to 9. So that's every Wednesday?
And no, every Wednesday now. Yes.
Every Wednesday
On
now.
Mondays, every Monday I make a box.
Make a box?
Yeah. So.
And then on the spaghetti?
And then I spaghetti on Wednesdays,
Spaghetti.
and then I alternate different venues like Miller Tavern, Big Dog Draft House. I also do, you know, the Salons and Spurs deals, you know.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
So don't forget to look out for you now. Give people your information where they can find you.
Sure, you can look at me up on my website, which is salsantiagomusic.com. You know, salsantiagomusic.com.
Sal
And-
Santiago. It's
Yeah,
actually amazing.
Santiago. So it's all one word, salsantiagomusic.com.
Santiago.
And, yeah. And I
I
got my
must say
whole,
that right.
I know you did fine.
All right,
gosh,
Santiago, Sal
beautiful.
Santiago.
And I do have, you know, all my schedules in there and posted in the
That's
website.
what I'm saying. So if they go there, they can see all the schedules and they can
Exactly.
see.
At least-
Absolutely. Now you always have somebody playing. Is it the bongos or the
Yeah,
drums or-
you know, that's one of the things that, you know, that I'm so blessed, that I got so many talented friends that want to come in and join me for the evening or
you
for
had
the
a guy
night,
that's
you know.
playing the- was
And
he
I
playing the
welcome
bongos?
him. Yeah, he plays
He
bongos
was
and
playing the
congas, you know.
bongos and everything. It was
you know,
amazing.
and I'm just so blessed to have, like I said, such a talented friends that want to get up and, you know, join and participate and,
Yes.
you know, and display their talent for all of us. You know, I just
And it's
enjoy,
all very
and I
ca-
welcome that. I
Yes,
welcome that
and it's all
tremendously.
very casual, and it's all very nice, and it's all very comfortable. You can sit and have
Definitely.
a drink and you
I
can
try to
gamble,
make
you can
it
do
that, you know,
whatever.
it's not intimidating at all. You know, well, if we don't know it, we'll figure it out. We'll wing it, I would say, in the business,
We'll
right?
wing it. We wing it all the time, as I did earlier in the show when I was introducing everybody and I last the whole thing up. But it doesn't matter, because that's true, that's what happens. You know, you don't always have to see things totally
Exactly.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what it's like, right?
Real life is really cool. I like the real life because we're on streaming now, so I happen to like that. And they said, well, Nina, aren't you afraid you might say something? I'm not afraid of anything I say because you say what you say, right?
True.
I mean, you are what
That's
you
what
are.
we are, right? Exactly.
But I promise I'll never swear. That I don't do. We are what we are. So you've been amazing, absolutely amazing.
Thank
And
you.
don't forget to
Thank you
go.
for- thank you
Absolutely,
very
I love
much.
having
It's
you
been an honor.
promoting.
It's been my
This is
honor.
what we do. Vegas Live with Ninon actually promotes the entertainment business in Vegas.
And I'm glad to see you successful the show.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
doing
you know,
we've been very
good job.
successful.
Amazing.
Done very, very well.
Amazing.
And of course, I have an incredible new producer, Pureza. She's absolutely wonderful. Social
Yes, she
media
is.
shows, absolutely amazing. And of course, you know, I love it all.
Your staff is
very good.
marvelous.
And also, we're at the what's it called? The Art House Theater, which is in the art district of Las Vegas. This is our new setting, which is lovely. I'm right by the bar, so when I'm finished.
We can join you at the bar. Well, I got to go to work, but it's what time, you know.
Yeah, but we can have a nice little martini
We
before
got
we
a
go
nice
there.
little early start,
An
you
early
know.
start to an early start to the night.
Exactly.
We'll be right back. with
After
our
all, it's
next-
Las Vegas, right?
This is Vegas. Vegas, you've got 24 hours a day. You
Yes.
can do anything you
Some
want.
friends
If
of
you
mine
want-
just to call me and say, what time do you guys close the bar? Close the bar?
Close the bar?
Are you kidding me?
What bar? There's no closed bar in Vegas. It's all open. which is wonderful. Which you can do anything you want at 3 o'clock in the morning. You feel you're tired, you want to go somewhere. You can actually go somewhere, but you can also go by yourself.
You can even go grocery shopping if you want to, huh?
See? Absolutely.
And they got
amazing.
slot machines as well. Yeah.
We'll be right back with our guests. We've got some very important guests coming up, actually. I'm not going to mention who it is just yet, but they're very well known and very important. And we'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. Take care.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. Well, I'm really, really excited, and I really have a full house. I'm not going to introduce them each name, but I'm going to introduce them as the Jets.
Yeah,
These are the Jets. They're absolutely an amazing group. I saw you the other night. I wasn't there for the whole show, but I was there, and absolutely amazing. And this young lady, I mean, you're good too. I mean, don't misunderstand. No.
No, we.
But this lady, what is your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa has a voice on her that will not quit. But you also come out with different characters, and you kind of go right into them. I mean, it's like, oh, okay. But the ending, you're the choreographer.
I'm the choreographer, yes, and the original drummer.
No, wait a minute, original drummer. Now, let's get back into the Jets. How long have you all been out as a group? Because I know you're an original, you're all original, and you've come in.
Yes.
You've come in, because they couldn't do it without you, that's why.
Exactly.
I mean, and I can see why. So how long have the Jets been around? Because I've heard your name for quite a long
We've
time.
been around since 1985.
85.
And that's when we had our record come out, and it's been that long.
And what record was that? So with the audience knows.
So we had our first hit song was "You Got It All," and "Crush
You
on
Got
You."
It All.
Yes,
Love it.
"Crush on You" that came out on our debut album back in 1985, and then we released another hit record, Magic album, that had "Make It Real" and "Crush on" and "Rock It to You." And so, but we were on the top of the charts for about a whole 5-6 years.
With MCA.
See, absolutely amazing. And now you come back. You never really left.
Yeah, we really didn't really leave.
You
but we
didn't
kind
leave, but you kind of
Yeah.
relaxed a little bit.
relaxed, and we were teenagers at the time, and we got married and did the family thing, but we were always performing, and we decided to come back to Vegas and do an 80s, 90s, bring people back to our era.
Well, let me
Back to the
tell you
80s.
something. I don't know how many years was it since you came back? So when you went off, how many years was it when you went off and you came
Yeah,
back?
how many years more do you think that was?
10 years?
It took about a 10-15 year
10,
break.
15
Yes.
year
Yeah,
break.
it was a long while.
Well, you've come back with probably more energy than you left with. Because I think when you were teenagers, you just naturally did things.
Right.
Yes.
And then when you get a little older, you really put all your guts into it. Well, let me tell you, I saw that show the other night. They're just teenagers still.
Yeah.
Now, you with the guitar at the end there,
Yes.
you've been with the group,
Yes.
the Jets, ever since it started.
Right.
He's the oldest one in the
I'm-
family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're
and,
the oldest. You're all related, are you?
Yes.
He's my brother, and Rudy are brothers, and
And our cousin.
And this is a cousin.
Yes.
And the three of you are brothers?
Yes. The oldest
Well,
of
how come you all look so different?
That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
point.
Welcome to the world of mixing Polynesian with German, with Fijian,
Yes.
and everything. We're just a mishmash.
You're a mishmash, with
Yeah.
an
You're
incredible
17 of them.
mishmash that was made.
Yes.
And you were jetting through the whole thing.
That's right.
Jetting
Right.
through the whole
That-
thing. So you all started as teenagers,
Yes.
and you
Yes,
were
we
what,
did.
16, 17?
Actually, no, 8, 9, and 12.
At 12 years old is when we
Yeah.
started. Right around Elvis Presley. When he died, my parents were big fans, and they saw the Osmonds and Jacksons and said, hey, we need
Yeah, well,
to
the Jacksons,
do the same
you know,
thing.
Michael
Right.
Jackson, same sort of thing,
Yeah.
growing up and everything else. And you realize you all had the same talent.
Well, actually, my brother Leroy had all the talent. He taught me the drums.
Taught me how to play bass,
Yeah.
and taught my sister how to play keyboards, and
Our first song was You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog.
You're nothing but a hound.
That's right.
Maybe I could join the Jets.
we love Elvis.
Total disaster.
Yes.
And they would never made another record.
Oh, yeah.
So you all started very young.
Yes.
Now, how come do you come from a musical family or what?
Well, my mom was a hula dancer, so we did, being Polynesian, we did do a lot of luau's, and so before that, we did a lot of like
The
pearly
rhythm.
shells,
The
and
rhythm. That's
tiny
the rhythm that
bubbles,
comes
yeah,
in.
we did all the
Rhythm,
island,
right.
And our mom was our original lead singer.
and she, yes,
So
Oh, she kept you in order.
she was a
Yeah.
hula dancer.
Yeah.
So she's a mom. She's like,
Yeah.
you know, she's got her little roost
Yeah.
going there. And she had to make sure she was keeping them all in line because, you know, three young guys out there, you know,
Yeah.
with all the hula hoos and the little girls. And then you've got the hula hoos daughters and all that stuff.
Yes.
You've got to be careful. Now, you've come into the group recently and you are a cousin.
Cousins.
Okay, so cousin to which part?
So their dad is my grandmother's brother.
Okay, you got that? Because I haven't. No, I get it. I understand. Yeah. So so you were obviously born into singing and hula hooling. Did you hula hula?
I did a little bit.
A little bit. When it shows on stage, you did a lot more than a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
She gets around that pretty well.
My grandma told me that I should stick to singing. I
She did.
wasn't a great
So
dancer.
did you need lessons in singing? Because you've got a voice that sounds like you didn't have any lessons. You're so great. You're just so natural.
I really haven't had many.
No, she has a natural
Natural
way.
talent.
She
I
has a
actually
natural-
heard her singing at a family function and realized, wow, she really can sing.
Bring her in.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
and,
recruited her.
Yeah,
We
we
were like,
recruited
you
her.
know,
She needs to be.
Since
a
my
part
other
of it.
sisters couldn't be there, we were like, well, let's get the next
What
best
do you
thing.
mean your other
and-
sisters? Hang in a second. You've got more children.
Yes.
So there's
Right.
3 brothers.
Yes.
And
The Jets make up 8 brothers and sisters,
so your mother had
17
17
total.
kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you can see I don't do any of my homework.
Okay.
You know, you have to understand what I do. I never pre-interview anybody because I don't want to, because I want it to all come out
Yes.
naturally. And I just in the biggest shop, 17 kids.
17 kids.
So did you start a football team or a baseball team or something like that?
We could
No,
have.
you just had the Jets.
Right.
Yeah.
So was there always just the 4 of you or 4 of you?
There was
8 original
8 original
Jets.
8 original Jets coming out on
Yes.
stage singing
Right.
and dancing. That must have been amazing. That must, you're getting ready to play something, which means he's getting ready because he wants to sing. You want to sing? Do you all want to sing? Can we all?
We do.
Can we all go there?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
We'll do it. Make it real.
Make it real. Our biggest hit.
Make it real. Go ahead.
Hear me crying out to you. Say never, never would I leave. Here's a tear from me to you. And maybe it will make you hear me. I loved you. You didn't feel the same. Though we're apart, you're in my heart. Give me one more chance to make it real.
Yeah. Vegas. Make it real.
You can tell one thing, we are definitely in Vegas because, you know, when you ask someone to kind of sing on the spur of the moment, a lot of people don't like to do that because they really want the backing and they want to have the, but you don't worry about that. You've done,
Get
it
right
for,
into it.
you've done it for so many years.
Right.
Now, what made you're a choreographer,
Yes.
and so you get all these movements together. How do you do that? What, do you have something in mind, or how do you get there?
Well, basically, because we were dancers, Polynesian dancers, my grandmother was a dancer, and it's just something that when we started our band, we wanted to be a group that actually could sing and dance.
move.
And move.
And Rudy used to imitate Michael Jackson
was-
when we were
yes.
when he was young.
When he was
So I
That
think
was a-
he channeled that inner Michael Jackson.
Inner Michael Jackson.
Yeah, to
Yep.
get a lot of the moves, like Bruno Mars. You know, I think those people who came before us, like Michael Jackson,
Motown.
they really influenced
We looked
us.
up to them and we
Right.
wanted to
Earth,
be
Wind,
like them.
Fire.
Do you know, it's amazing, you know, in the music industry, how it'll never die, that's for sure.
right.
It'll never die. And how we move along from something we've heard here, and then we
Right.
take that on and we change it a little bit, then we take that on and change. And it's all changed a little bit, but it's still music and it's still beautiful.
Exactly.
I mean, harmonizing has been out for years.
Yes.
But the way you do it, because you do it very softly. You know, very, very softly. Now, your name, what is your name?
I'm Leroy.
You're Leroy
Heine.
Heine.
Yes.
Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Is that Heine?
It's
Yeah.
actually German. It's
Rear
really Heinrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got true.
I mean,
It's
maybe
the
I
Tongan.
shouldn't say that, but hello,
No, that-
it's only me. And you're Vanessa.
Vanessa. Yeah.
And I'm Rudy.
Yes.
Or Rudolph.
Yeah, really.
My
Rudolph the
proper German
red-nosed
name.
reindeer.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Well, you look a little more German.
I do? My whole name is very German. Rudolph Harold Wolfgram. Doesn't look any
Well,
Polynesian.
well, let's stick to the Jets.
There you go.
I think
That's
we're going to
true.
get lost with all those names.
Yes.
Now, what happened to the other children? Now, you've got 17,
Yes.
so we've got how many left? 13? No, 14 left.
Right.
So where are they all?
They are married, some are retired,
Yes.
some actually still sing as
My
well.
sisters too.
But
Do they
yeah,
sing individually, or they sing
Yes.
or
They
did they
also
make
sing with
another
the
group
Jets.
up with all the girls?
they actually they do individually and both. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
they sing together sometimes. And
Did they ever get jealous of you being such a hit?
Uh, no, I think we're a pretty supportive family.
They
Yes.
support you.
We
Yeah,
support
even
them
the younger
and
ones, you know.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the family has
They
performed.
kind of support it. And then you come along, and
Right.
you're definitely a little younger than
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So how did you manage to get it? How did Vanessa manage to get into the Jets?
Well, we're actually very close to them and her husband, and we have game night. And one night we said, look, we're going to Vegas, and I love your voice. Why don't you come along? And she was great. I mean, I'm glad that she was brought along because I knew she had this wonderful talent in singing.
Yes. Now, do you have an agent here?
We actually are our own agent at this point.
You're your own agent?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes.
Why did you choose that? Because you want, I mean, is it easy for you to get into places, being the Jets?
Well, you know, we've been around a long time and
Yes.
we've learned a lot in the business. And Rudy's actually started Red Wolf Agency.
I have
with
our own agency.
You have your what's it called?
Red Roof Agency.
Oh, Red Roof Agency.
Red Wolf.
Oh,
Red
Red
Wolf
Wolf Agency.
Agency.
Let me get that right.
Red
Red Wolf
Yes.
Agency. Where'd you get?
Because I married a redhead, so Red
So you're
Wolf. My last name is Wolf, so Red Wolf Agency.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very original.
But like Heidi was saying, we met with a lot of people and we realized we kind of know the industry, so we decided to do it on our own.
You might as well keep the percentage, you know, there's, you know, in this business you give a lot out and
Yes, and
We
if you
manage
give too
ourselves
much
too.
out.
manage.
You mean what?
We also manage ourselves.
You manage yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you,
so-
well, you're quite a team. I mean, you've got enough working.
Yeah.
You can all help, and you can bring the women in, and you bring the men in, and or vice versa.
And her husband helps us with all the videography and photos
Yeah,
and
she's a great-
anytime-
he's a great-
Are they in Vegas as well?
Yes.
They're all in, so you all live in Vegas now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All your families are in Vegas, so the Jets are jetting around in Las Vegas. Now, what have you got coming up? You just did a big thing over at, what was it, Plantages? What was
Yes.
that?
Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, Planet
we were
Hollywood.
still there.
They were just at Planet Hollywood. What have you got coming up?
Well, our show is here.
It's a residency.
Yeah, in our residency, and this is kind of what we're doing right now. We have some shows. We'll be touring next year,
Okay.
but this year we're kind of planting our roots here in Vegas to get
Okay.
things established. And we're going to start traveling next year.
Next year stuff. Because they say that you have to travel around to get the name out there, and of course all other people want to see you. And Vegas is very spoiled because it has so much talent,
Yes.
which is what Vegas is all about. In the music and in the performing and the events and everything goes on here. And it's all coming back now, isn't it? Is it getting exciting?
Yes, oh yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah, you know, it's taking a year off, it was hard. I'm sure it's hard for us, it's hard for people
I
out
think,
there.
especially people in the music business, because I don't know if you know out there, but I've learned this, or I've learned many things, that if you're a singer, you still have to sing every day to keep their vocal cords
Yes,
going.
right.
So you have to practice. Is that right, Vanessa?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you practice a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you probably practice with different people you can impersonate as you're up there.
Kind of.
How did you pick up that talent? Was it just something you liked?
Oh, you know, I just seeing them growing up and wanting to be part of the band secretly. Yeah.
Oh, you never let them know.
I never let them know, but I learned all their songs so that I was ready to go when
You
they
were
asked.
anytime I probably come last week. So originally it was 3 of you or 4 of you?
The three of us.
3 of you.
Yes.
So originally it was 3, so now it's 4. But you also had another lady up there.
Yes, my other sister.
That's another sister.
Yeah.
See, keep
Number
it in,
13.
You know what they say, don't you? Keep it in the family.
Yeah, but
Well, you
she's,
have no
she's
problem.
expecting any day now. She's on her 38th week, I believe.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, she was pregnant. She was singing.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a very tiny little baby in there.
Yeah,
she,
it
did
must
not,
be.
she did not look pregnant at all.
Oh, wow.
No, she did not. But she had the energy.
yes, she's seasoned.
She's very seasoned. She's bringing in some more seasoning too.
Starting them young, right in the
Right in-
womb.
yeah, there you go. How can anybody reach you now?
Well, they can reach us at the Planet Hollywood. We're there
Vegas.com.
How long are you there for?
We're going to be here all the way until December,
All the way till
and
December.
maybe longer than
And how
that.
many days do you perform there?
Tuesdays through Saturday,
So
6:30.
Yes.
6:30, Tuesday through Saturday. It's absolutely, it was a beautiful room. It's
Thank
really
you.
lovely, and it's just perfect.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
just perfect. So they can see you there Tuesday through Thursday, and then where can they reach you? Have you got a phone number or you got a
Yes,
your
you can just reach
agency?
me at
Red Wolf.
Agency, and just look for that online.
Yeah, you have a website as well?
Yes.
So they've got a website, and obviously in the website, I would imagine this, that they've got all the songs what came hits.
Yes.
You've got
Yes,
that
we
all
do.
in there so you can recognize who they are. But you know something, you can't keep them down. They're back again, and they're really,
That's
really
right,
out there.
yes.
The energy is absolutely amazing. And of course, you know where we are. We're at the Art House Theatre in Vegas, and of course this is amazing. It's a beautiful place up here. It's a fabulous restaurant up here, and I believe they're giving 20% off. They believe that
Love it.
20% off if you come up here and have dinner. And it's a beautiful area, and then you can go to the theatre and do whatever you want. And then of course we have Maria Pureza. She's my new producer. She's absolutely amazing. She works and works and works for me. I'm telling you,
Yes.
she never stops. Absolutely
Yes,
amazing. And of course
excellent.
social media shows is her company as well. So everything's going amazing. I just want to thank everybody out there. And of course my viewers and my audience and all my people out there, thank you so much for watching.
Yes,
Absolutely
thank you.
amazing. We'll be back next week. Take care.